Hey guys, it's Mike here, and today I'll be talking about the most important PowerPoint skill according to Microsoft and your Microsoft Office Specialist exam. So I thought I would do this video live, but I wasn't able to do that because I have to update my webcam. So I thought I would introduce you to a new feature called YouTube Premieres. And what's going to happen is while this video is playing, I will be attending the live chat below. So let me know if you have any questions as the video progresses, and let me know in the comments below and I will respond to them. And even if you're viewing this after if the video premieres, you can still leave a comment and I will try my best to answer it. And if you're in my class, don't forget to use the discussion boards. But let's get started to find out what skill in PowerPoint is the most important according to Microsoft. So the first thing we're going to do is go to topic 2.2. You might want to check out topic 2.1 if you're completely new to PowerPoint and want to see where all the tabs are located. But if you're pretty familiar with PowerPoint, if you used it before or you've been inside the PowerPoint window, you might want to skip over to topic 2.2. And just for any of you that are checking out topic 2.1, there is a little learning activity that you can download and complete a worksheet, but it's not necessary for you to Dropbox it. It's not for marks. It's just for keeping track of it's sort of like a notepad, basically. So you don't have to complete that, but if you're completely new, I do suggest that you check out 2.1 if you haven't experienced PowerPoint before. But if you have, I'm going to show you a skill that Microsoft judges as one of their most important, because on the exams and training modules, this skill always comes up. So I'll get to that. So I've got a video here, how to start and save your work. Again, if you're new-ish to PowerPoint, you might want to check that out. But let's get right to our activity. So we're going to download these two files. One's a rich text file, sort of like a Word document, and one is a PowerPoint file. So remember that if you're using Internet Explorer, this might not work. You might want to switch over to the web browser, Google Chrome, and not Internet Explorer, because sometimes Internet Explorer doesn't let you download some of these files. So make sure you're on Google Chrome, and then I'm going to click to download both of these files here. Okay, so you don't have to, as long as you can locate where they are once you download them, you don't actually have to save them. But if you want to save them and just keep them in a folder, maybe if you want to stay organized, you can do that as well. But the PowerPoint one should just open up automatically. If it doesn't, you might want to click to the left of your screen. Okay, so I'm going to say enable editing so that I can make some changes. Ignore this Camtasia thing that comes up. That's my video editing software. So you'll have a PowerPoint like this, and I'm going to minimize this or bring it down a little bit so you can see or maybe I'll bring this up and we'll zoom in on the PowerPoint. Okay, our main slide here. And here are the instructions. So, actually, I've downloaded this and that's great, but the instructions tell me to go to a new blank presentation. So the way you do that is go to File, New, Blank Presentation is here, and in the title placeholder, which is this big one here, wants us to type in Star Publishing. Okay, so that's our main slide. And then in the subtitle, we'll type in Editorial Services. Okay. So now that we've got our title slide filled out, again, I'll zoom in so you can see that. So we've got our title, our subtitle. And that's step 3. Step 4 is use slides from an outline command to locate Microsoft Word document. Okay, so this is how you copy things from a Microsoft Word outline. For some reason, Microsoft thinks this is the most important skill because this might be on your exam a few times. It's something that comes up a lot on your MOS exams, and it's important to know. So. And also, I'll teach you the difference between reusing a slide, which is getting a file from PowerPoint, and importing information from a Word document. So to do this, in the Home tab, so make sure you're clicked on this Home tab right here, and then we're going to go to the new slide drop arrow. So I'm going to click there with my mouse. This screen opens up, This is how I would add a new slide, and here are all the different layouts. But just below that, I have the option to go to Slides from Outline. So I'm going to click on that. And then remember that we downloaded the file, so it should be in my most recent download. So I'm going to click Download. Editorial Services. There it is. So it's in my downloads. Editorial Services is the name. It's the RTF file, rich text format. And I'm going to double click on it, and there's the outline from my Word document. Alright, so make sure you're on the first slide when you do that. Now these new slides are added from our Word document. And so we're going to click on slide 6, and then we're going to add some more slides by reusing a file from PowerPoint. So this is great if you had maybe you were working with a classmate on a project or a presentation and you wanted to add their slides. Maybe you split, you had 10 slides to create, you did 5, they did another 5, and now you want to add theirs in or something like that. So this is how you would do that, as long as you have their file saved. So click on the last slide here, and the same thing in the Home tab, in that new slide drop arrow, we're going to go to reuse slides. So it's the same thing, but it's borrowing from information from a PowerPoint. I'm going to go to the drop arrow, click here, browse, and I'm going to click browse file. And again, it'll be in our downloads, and it should look for a presentation. I've got a lot here, and again, we're looking for the About Star presentation. Okay, so I should be able to type that in, or even if it comes up to my most recent downloads, I should, but we'll see. About Star. If I type in the search, it should come out. About Star right there. Okay, so you might have to go search for it if you didn't save it. And then from here, so it doesn't just automatically add it to the slides. If you look on the left of the screen, it didn't just add it. I have to choose which slides I want to add from that presentation, and I'm going to add the slide 3 from that presentation to the end of your new presentation. So slide 1, 2, and 3, the contact us information, I'm going to click on that once, and there it is on my new on this current presentation that I'm in, and then I can just close that down. So you can choose which slides to incorporate on the right slide here just by clicking on them. I only grabbed one from there, and that's how you would merge information from a Word document and also from another PowerPoint presentation. Now the last step we're going to do for this one is activity 2.2 is save as. So go to the File tab, so click on File, Save As. I'll just save it in my Documents folder for now, and then I'm going to call this Star Editorial Services. And it's important to remember, so now you see the name of the file changed, so Star Editorial Services. I'm going to close that now that it's saved, and then I'm going to go up to our assignment folder, click on assignment, go to 2.2, and then I'm going to say add a file, and then again, just remember when you click on my computer where you saved it. Mine was under Documents, and it should be the most recent one, Star Editorial Services. I'll double click on that. The file shows up here. I'm going to click Add, and then Submit. And then I'm going to click Done, and that's it for Activity 2.2. So for Topic 2.3, adding notes and printing handouts, we're going to click on that. And we've got a very short activity for this one, and then we're all done this week's activities. So it's just 2.2 and 2.3. If you want to check out for more information on adding notes and printing handouts, check out the video here. But I'm going to go quickly over our assignment. So I'm going to click on the PowerPoint file to download it. And I'll just say, yes, enable editing. Okay, I'll just bring this to the top of our screen so we can see the instructions here. The first step is open it and save it as Final Jerry's Aquatics. So save it anywhere you like. Save it as, oh no, I don't want to add a place. I just want to save this as Jerry's Aquatics Final. Okay, you can change the name, or I can Yeah, let's change the name because sometimes you have to do that on an exam. It's good to try that out anyway. So Jerry's Aquatics, and then add the word final. Final copy, and then I'm going to save it to my documents. Okay, so now that it's saved under a new name, I'm going to go to the slide sorter view, and the video that I posted explains more about this, but there's a lot of the views, different views you can try out here. We're going to go click on the slide sorter one, and we're going to switch slides 6 and 7. So I'm going to grab slide 6. You can just click and hold with your mouse and just drag this anywhere you want in the presentation, but I'm going to change slide 6 to be the new last slide in the presentation, if it'll let me. Or maybe just moves slide 7 in front of 6, and that's how I switch them. Alright, so that's it for step 2, and then I'm going to click to go back to normal view, and then I'm going to go to the File tab, and then there's two things here. So for the print options, I'm going to go to the Print tab here, and we've got a few options here. Oh, it's already in grayscale, look at that. So if yours was in color like that, you might want to switch it to grayscale like the instructions tell you to. Also, if we wanted to create a few copies of this, copies are up here. If we wanted to, for whatever reason, maybe you have handouts or something, so Collated will, if we have a presentation and let's say it's 3 pages, it'll first page first, second page second, third page third, that makes sense. But let's say if you wanted to do this in print all of, let's say if we had 3 copies and we wanted to print off and group page 1s or slide 1 together, and then group all of slide 2s together. Maybe you're giving out handouts at different times during the presentation. You might want to do print as uncollated. So that's what that is right there. You can print on both sides, and you can also, you have a lot more print options when you click on the drop arrow, full page slides. We're going to click on that, and you can also, if you made some notes in your presentation, you can click on that. Just have an outline where it doesn't show the picture, but just your bullet points or any text on there. That would be the outline. If you want to save some printing credits, you might want to print multiple slides as long as you can see them. My favorite for making notes is 3 slides per page. But the instructions say we just want a 9 slides, so it doesn't matter if it's horizontal or vertical. It just said 9 slides. I should have been more specific in the instructions. I came up with these instructions. I should have said horizontal or vertical, but if you do one or the other, I'm okay. Let's choose that one. And because when you Dropbox something, I'm not actually going to see that you've changed these two things, the grayscale and how many slides there are. So let's take a screenshot and we're going to submit that screenshot. Okay, so again, we're going to use the snipping tool that you guys use to submit your calendars from last week. Snipping tool, and then I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to say new snip, and then just make sure it covers the area with all the print options. I don't really need anything else. If you want to include the print preview just to show me that it was 9 slides, that's fine. So it should look like this, because when you hand in this file, it'll revert back to the default. So if I download it, it won't show you some of these options. Okay, so, and then we're going to file, save as, just like we did before. And then make sure you can find this. So I'll call this, I don't think I gave an instruction for what to call it, but you can do print options. Let's say print options. Or activity 2.3. Let's do activity 2.3. Okay, so we'll save that. So it's kind of like a picture you're saving. It's a JPEG file when you capture the image of the presentation. So that's what you're handing in. You're not actually handing in the presentation. You're handing in a picture of the print options. So when I go to assessment and I go to assignments, I'm going to click on activity 2.3, add file, go to my computer, upload, and then I'm going to click on the picture activity 2.3. I'm going to add it and submit it. And I'm going to click done. Alright, so we should see those two files that are submitted, 1 and 1. If you want to make sure that you download the right files, you can click on those. And again, activity 2.1, you didn't actually have to hand in. It's just up to you if you're a type of person that learns better when you make notes on a video. I just provided sort of like a template note sheet for you. But anyways, that's it for activities this week. So I hope that helped you guys kind of understand where we're going in the next week and how to complete these two activities. And again, if you are not sure, please leave a comment below in this video, or I can be reached through email, or you can also post a comment or question in our discussion. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.